Boris Johnson is set to hold last-minute Brexit talks with the EU's Ursula von der Leyen as Prime Minister's deadline looms. Brexit negotiations are expected to come an end in just 2 days on the 15th of October, and while neither side appears to be able to come to any agreement, the Prime Minister is planning one last chance at crucial talks with the EU. The Prime Minister is set to hold a conference call on Wednesday with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen ahead of the crucial Brexit deadline. Boris Johnson has spoken to both EU chiefs in recent days as the deadline he set for a trade deal to be agreed with the bloc approaches. Last month, the Prime Minister gave the EU until the 15th of October to secure a post-Brexit trade deal with the UK, in order to make sure both parliaments have time to ratify an agreement before the end of the transition period. And it appears Mr. Johnson is making one last effort before the negotiations end. Earlier this week, the EU's chief negotiator Michel Barnier suggested the deadline will not be adhered to. Mr. Barnier told EU ambassadors the talks will likely continue past Thursday's deadline and does not believe the UK will pull out of the talks if an agreement is not reached. Trade talks are likely to continue until the end of the month, rather than stopping on the 15th of October, insiders believe. The European Parliament has said it could ratify an agreement if one arrived before November. Informal Brexit talks are taking place in Brussels this week, ahead of a European Council summit on Thursday. Mr. Johnson previously said the meeting is his deadline for a deal, having imposed the time limit early last month. Over recent months, the two parties have struggled to come to an agreement over key issues like fisheries, and chances of a no-deal scenario remain very high. The Prime Minister has been urged to walk away from Brexit negotiations if no deal has been agreed by the end of the week. Brexit Party Chairman Richard Tice told Today, Boris did say that if a deal wasn't agreed by mid-October, then that was it, end of negotiations. And he should stick to that. And he should make it very clear we are where we are and that's it. And everybody can plan. If we haven't got a deal, we mean it. We're stopping negotiations. If you want to resolve something in the next 24 hours. Otherwise we're done. Folks, we're out of here. Bags packed, files closed, and we'll go to the arrangement that Australia has with the EU, which is based on WTO rules. Earlier today, Europe Minister Michael Roth warned the UK is at a crucial stage of the negotiations and time is running out. Speaking ahead of a meeting of EU ministers in Luxembourg, he said, "Frankly speaking, we are at a critical stage of the negotiations. We are extremely under pressure. Time is running out. We expect substantial progress by our friends in the UK in key areas, in particular governance, the level playing field and fisheries. We are well prepared for both scenarios. Everybody should know that. No deal is the worst case scenario, not just for the European Union but also for the UK. But we are prepared for that. We are working very hard on a good deal, on a sustainable deal, which is acceptable for both sides. Businesses up and down the country have already begun preparing for a no-deal outcome." Robert Purcell, Chief Executive Officer for Manchester-based Renault plc, told Bloomberg in June, "We're going to assume it's going to be difficult. You can never count on the way you think it's going to go." Adrian Hallmark, CEO of the UK's unit of Bentley, said they are expected to see a significant hard hit from Brexit in terms of stockpiling expenses, as around 90% of parts for cars are imported from continental Europe. Other car manufacturing companies such as Vauxhall also began preparing for both outcomes. Helen Ford, the company's head of government relations, told a parliamentary meeting this month, "It's no secret that we are due to make an investment at our plant in Ellesmere Port. Until we have clarity over what Brexit looks like, then we will make a decision."